When playing Minecraft, TNT is made by combining sand and gunpowder in a crafting table. It's an easy recipe for in-game destruction, but is it scientifically accurate? In Minecraft, sand is an essential part of making TNT and helping it explode. However, in real life, sand actually does nothing for the reaction. Instead, the gunpowder is what makes the reaction go. See, sand is mostly like silicon dioxide. It's incredibly stable and chemically bored, so if you mix it up with gunpowder in real life, the sand would act as a heat sink and absorb the energy, making the explosion weaker or even put out the fire entirely. Plus, real TNT, or trinitrotoluene, doesn't even use gunpowder. It's made by reacting toluene with nitric and sulfuric acids, so while sand is good for building glass in Minecraft, in chemistry it's just an explosive dud. In-game, this is a synthesis reaction. In chemistry, synthesis is when you take two or more separate reactants and combine them to form a single, more complex product. Minecraft suggests that by mixing sand and gunpowder, you've created a new explosive substance. But because sand is chemically inert and it refuses to react, you actually haven't created a new compound, you've just made like a crunchy gunpowder and sand mix. To disprove this further, we have to look at how explosives actually work. Real TNT relies on a decomposition reaction as opposed to the synthesis reaction from Minecraft. Instead of forming a new molecule like synthesis, decomposition is when a complex molecule breaks apart. A real TNT molecule is solid, however it is packed with nitrogen and oxygen atoms that are extremely unstable because of their arrangement, which heightens the potential energy of the TNT. So when triggered, that single solid molecule snaps apart and rearranges itself, decomposing into many different high-pressure gases like nitrogen, hydrogen, and carbon monoxide, and these gases form at supersonic speeds that create the giant shockwave that TNT makes. Instead of a synthesis reaction that combines two things into one big thing, like in Minecraft, real TNT works as a decomposition reaction that turns the solid into a hot gas that explodes. In the real world, Minecraft TNT is closer to dynamite, where Alfred Nobel, the creator of dynamite, used sand like earth to stabilize liquid nitroglycerin, which is extremely unstable. So in dynamite, they combine stable sand with unstable liquid nitroglycerin, making a controllable explosive. But for making TNT, not the right stuff. This myth is busted.
Kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah.